Around 300 mourners paid their respects to Reshat Ametov at his funeral in the Crimean capital of Simferopol on Tuesday. Crimean Tatar Ametov was in his 30s and the father of 3 children. He disappeared on the 3rd of March when 3 men in military jackets led him away from the scene of a protest in Simferopol. One of his friends said he'd gone into town to enlist for the Ukrainian army. His body was found nearly 2 weeks later near the town of Belogorsk, 50 kilometers east of Simferopol, naked and showing signs of torture and beating. Thousands of Russian troops have entered Crimea in recent weeks, and Russia has now incorporated the peninsula. Crimea's Sunni Muslim Tatars, who boycotted the vote, now fear new repression if the military takeover leads to formal political control. A member of the Tatar Mejlis, its top representative body, has called for calm.
We call on all our countrymen and people of Crimea to remain calm. This is an international issue and we are awaiting an international reaction, Ukraine's reaction. This should be solved at international level.
But the security situation is tense and dangerous. The arrival of Russian forces backed by armored personnel carriers and artillery has raised tensions, as well as soldiers' so-called self-defense units, which are pro-Russian, have been patrolling the streets in towns across Crimea. Masked armed men, many in balaclavas, were a common sight before the vote. Human Rights Watch described a climate of fear around the time of the referendum. In the week before the referendum, at least 7 Ukrainian nationals, including 2 journalists, were abducted. 2 cameramen from the Babylon 13 production company were abducted on the 16th of March in Simferopol, and 3 Auto-Maidan activists went missing in Simferopol on the 13th of March. On the 18th of March, a Ukrainian military commander was used as a live shield by Russian forces to gain access to the unit's quarters, in the course of which a Ukrainian warrant officer was killed. Colonel Ihor Losnikov, commander of a military unit of Ukraine's Foreign Intelligence Service, was abducted outside his house in Yalta by Russian troops and eventually released on the same day.